So, but that's just
right there. Right, yeah.
So I got a lot of salesmen out there that are constantly asking me, what does it take to get to the next level? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're a top producer, but for whatever reason, maybe they've been passed over, or maybe they're just missing some key thing, but they want to make a career out of the car business. They want to move forward and, get to that management, get to the desk, maybe get to the, to the box, get to the finance office.
Well, that's a great question. That is a great question. I don't mean to cut you off. That's a great question. I think we're both carrying at the claws to answer that. So the thing about, all of us, we once were salespeople on the floor. We once were those guys wanting, how do we get there? And then first thing I would do is I would talk to my management and ask them what it takes to get there, because every group's going to have a little bit of different process. Sometimes I hire from within, sometimes I hire from outside. So you may have to get your resume up in other ways, Sometimes they require degrees. I don't understand that. I don't think it just requires any kind of degree.
Never made sense to me.
Nah, never does, never has, and never will. But it doesn't.
But in that, I feel like we got a degree in being awesome.
I got a PhD in
fun.
This. Yeah,
what I mean. I think that we are definitely always having fun, and we are professors in that.
But the thing is that for one, you got to have some gusto. You have to be less selfish. You have to be a person that understands that it's everybody that you have to help. You can't just think about yourself when you're working deals. When you're a salesperson, you have to deal with, the average person 10 up to 30 cars, let's say a month, right? So that's all you have to touch. But as a manager, you're touching all of them. And that's every salesperson, every personality, that's every customer's issue, that's everything that's coming along with it. So understand what you're actually wanting to get into, okay? That's first, and then find a mentor. Mentors are everywhere. Mentors are in your dealership. Mentors are online. I have people always hit me on the side. Hey, I got a question for you. I'm always honored to answer those questions. It means a lot when someone even wants to ask me something like that. So I can assure you, I'm not the only one who is willing to do that for people. So get mentors, ask them how they did it. For me and Lou, we took chances. When a person walked on the lot and there was a customer issue, did I bring it to my boss? Heck no, I took care of it. That shows initiative, right? That's number one. If you want to start with something, don't every time a customer has a problem, go to your boss. What do I do? You're never going to be a manager that way. You have to take initiative and try. Maybe you mess up, but you're going to try. Give it some shots. Phone calls come in to understand how to take phone calls. Once again, learn all the processes from bottom to top. But it takes extra work. It's not as easy as everyone thinks it is. As anybody who's taken a management job, it ends up becoming where you're there all day long. You can't leave early. You're going to miss some time with the family, maybe miss a game or two. It's not, you can't just say, hey guys, I'm going to be gone for an hour. Let's shut the dealership down for an hour while I go try to watch my sons as much as I want to. But I understand that it's a team. I'm helping them pay for their kids' basketball too. And I'm helping this guy's family be able to go on vacation next month. I'm helping, what I mean? I'm trying to do all this. And that's what it takes. A little less selfishness, a little initiative, find you a mentor, understand what you're trying to do. And if you could do all four of those things, I think you'll get there quicker. But if you don't, but you may find that's not what you want to do. You may find I want to do something completely different, and look for it, But the thing is management is not easy, but it is so rewarding when you see your team grow. You see people get, go from couldn't even understand how to talk to somebody to, making more money than they could ever imagine, and coming to you at the end of the month, it's like, hey, I appreciate you, stuff like that. It's awesome, and I appreciate them because they're doing that for me. We all work together. Without them, I don't have anything either. I have a great team. I'm very fortunate, but and so is Lou. But we built that team. We've made that team.
We did. We sowed those seeds.
We
grew what it was that we were sowing into. And
I love. That's what I love about the car business, because so oftentimes you see folks who are maybe working at McDonald's or working at some little whatever place, minimum wage, and they come in just with just with hustle. Just, what, I want to change my situation. I think there was one guy I met named Jay, actually, one of the most naturally gifted salesmen I ever met. And he came into the business, literally, this was his interview. I heard y'all get to the money down here. Look, this is the only suit I got, but if you hire me, I will do everything I possibly can if you just show me the way. And no BS, his first month made $8,000. And I love stories like that. I love that. Killed it.
I love that story too, man. That is amazing. And that's the kind of guy you want.
That's this business.
That is this business.
That's what this business can do for
it is. It's an amazing business. It's kind of funny, and I'm sure you've seen this too. A lot of times the new guys, because they keep it so simple and they don't know, all the lingo yet, and they don't get what's bad credit, what's good credit. They treat everybody like a millionaire. You know what I mean? They literally go out there and they tear it up. They're like, it's unbelievable what they can do. But then they start to get a little bit, I know everything. And then we all been there. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
I was there too for a little bit, So we get there and then we realize, guess what? I got a whole lot of learning left to do, and that's the thing. 17, almost 18 years here in the business. And I'm telling you, I'm always learning every day. I'm learning stuff from guys been in the business 2 years, 1 year, 2 months, 20 years, 30 years. I'm trying to find it all. I'm just trying to be the best version of myself, man. And I think if anybody tries to do that, and they really do, and they try to grow every day, man, it's unbelievable.
I think that's huge. My fire chief once told me when I told him I was switching from the fire service to come over to the car business, he's like, keep the same mentality I put into you here. If you focus on learning every day, you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something we all have to incorporate ourselves. If you do, and I think most successful people actually have that mentality, learn every single day. I'm never going to be the master at this. It's constantly evolving. I have to evolve with it. Lou, what are your thoughts, brother, for the new folks out there, rising through the ranks?
3 F's.
3 F's.
Forgive yourself. Forgive anybody that's wronged you. Forgive anything that you feel as though has been a hurdle inside of your life. Forgive that. Get that off you. Get the weight of unforgiveness off of you. Take those hands that are now free and focus. Get a unified focus to be able to go where it is that you're at heart designed to go.
Yeah.
Forgive, focus. And once you focus and you determine what heights it is that you want to go to, what it is that you actually want to achieve, now zoom all the way in on it, whether it's on a Zoom phone call, on a Zoom meeting, or
with your binoculars.
There we go.
On the up bus, zoom in on the up bus.
Zoom in on where it is that you're wanting to go, and then release and fly. Let everything that you've done to prepare yourself inside of your focus sessions to then come underneath you like wind as you trust everything else that you put into place, and you fly. You forgive, you focus, and you fly.
Yep.
But your focus is what you most have to fight for. It's so easy to get pulled back into a place of unforgiveness. It's so easy to be pulled back into a place of self-doubt. It's so easy to be pulled into a corner where you're afraid to try something new. It's so easy to go into those moments. It's so easy to not build that relationship with that next vendor because you don't forgive the other one. It's so easy for all that to happen. It's so easy for people to not take another up because the last person that pulled up inside of that car, you know what I mean, treated them like garbage. You know what I mean? I'm not taking that up again, or they never buy. You know what I mean? It's so easy to act that way, no matter what level you look at it on. Professionals, leaders. Leaders are always good followers as well. Make sure that you learn how to forgive, focus, and then it is so immeasurable what heights you can fly to.
Yeah.
Apply that to your life each and every day. Make sure that that's something that you actually at heart choose to do. And I'm telling you, you're going to be successful no matter what, because you're not carrying the weight of unforgiveness and failure. You're actually allowing that to be something that propels you forward. You know what I mean? If you don't have a crosswind, it's hard for you to make a boat go in any direction that you want it to go into. But no matter what wind comes, you just need wind and you're going to flow. So it may not come from the direction you planned on it coming from, but you better find a way to manipulate that wind to take you where you need it to go. And I hate to use the word manipulate, but because it's used in such a bad context in many times, you know what I mean? But there is a way to airbend and to work what it is that you have. You know, we work our programs, we work our deals in a way that is the most successful for the customer, for the dealership. We work that like a potter does clay. You know what I mean? We manipulate that clay into what it is we need it to form into while it's on a spinning wheel. You know what I mean? We put that together. I mean, these cups went through a process of being spinned, burned, shaped, put into what they needed to be into until they now are they have the ability to carry something.
Right.
Well, if you actually want to take on something new and take on higher heights, you can't carry the weight of unforgiveness. You don't see birds flying around with giant weights on them. You know what I mean? They have what it takes for them to survive, to eat, and usually feed others. Well, that's what we need to do as we kind of fly together.
That's right. You know, you can't, you really have to like realize no matter how bad you did yesterday or how bad you did on the up you just took before, it's okay. Wipe it off. Next.